So in today's video, we are upgrading my fire kit. If you've seen my previous videos, you know I use a Ziplock bag, which now has a hole in it. It does do the job, but it's not the most practical thing, it's not the nicest thing, so I thought it was about time to upgrade it. Alright, so here we have it. This is the old one. As you can see, not really doing the job anymore, so let's get rid of this. And here's the new kit. See, it's much more compact. This is actually an Altoids kit, or Altoids, you know, like the mint pack. So if you get your hands on one of those, it does the job. A lot of people make survival kits out of them, or fire starting kits like in my case. And here we go. In the cover, I always keep a few pieces of the Canadian Tire Flyer. Makes a really good fire starter. Well, those are always there, takes up no space. If you saw my dollar store video, the twine in that video actually lit up really well, so I put a piece in here. Here we go, I have the Yuko. Yuko makes a lot of these fire starters, by the way. I just cut out a strip from the box, and I'm debating either gluing it inside of the cover. Now my issue with that is if I glue it there and I strike it with all these combustibles in here, that might make for a bad time. So I might do it on the outside, but it might also get wet there. So still debating what to do with that. Here we have, like I said, Yuko strikers. These are really good. The striker's built into the tip, and they're supposed to burn for about 7 minutes. They're supposed to be waterproof, windproof, all that stuff. So I haven't tried them yet. Expect to see this soon in one of my videos. Obviously we have a lighter, that's pretty self-explanatory. Here we have a few matches. Let me get these out. We have a few matches from a company called Olympia. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these. The tips tend to crack off, and I don't find they burn very well. So I'll give them a few more chances before I make a final decision, but overall, you might not see them very often. Fat wood, this is always fun. It's not the, in my opinion, it's not the best way, but it's actually the funnest way, in my opinion, to start a fire. So you scrape a bit of this, send a spark, and typically it lights up pretty easily. Now here, I think every time you've seen me use matches, they've always been storm matches. These are similar to these little Yuko things. They will light in wind. They will light in wind, in rain, and they could be in a puddle and they'll still light up and burn. So these are always good to have, especially considering I always camp or often camp in snowy conditions. These are typical fire starters from your barbecue section at the hardware store. I cut them up in smaller pieces so they fit in here. And I should be able to get a fire starter with these little ones, so we'll go with that. And the last thing, I've never used this before. This is like it's like a cotton ball material, but really dense. What you're supposed to do is actually like break it up before you use it. So again, this, I've never used it before, but expect to see it in one of my future videos. And the last thing in here is a few striker pads. I'm still debating, do I glue some of these on the outside? Do I leave them inside? I think these I will be leaving in here. And the bigger Yuko one I have here, this one I might do something with it. That's pretty much it. I will keep this in my backpack. I might actually put a piece of paracord or something, or an elastic to keep it closed. It does close pretty well, but just for the peace of mind, I don't want to go and lose my backpack and then finding all this stuff all over the place. And that's it. You might see this change over time, depending what I like. Like I said, these you might not see anymore. You might see more fat wood in there. But overall, this is what I like to use for my fire starters, and I hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.